So this is a highly requested video of mine. I didn't really want to do it because it's what's it like at Air Force Tech School, and I was kind of pushing it off because most people go to like Keesler or Shepherd and stuff like bases like that. I didn't. I went to a tech school where mine was just substantially longer, so I had it a bit more lax than most places. So I can just give you an idea of what I went through. Then maybe you'll experience the same thing. But what I do know is that if you go to like Keesler or Shepherd, where your tech schools are either much shorter or even much longer, because they even have one that are longer than mine. But just saying, if yours is shorter than mine, which is 8 months, you're probably gonna have a bit more rules, a bit more things going on than I did. But you know, like all my videos, like I always say, what to expect. So the first thing is, first get there, what you're gonna be like. Well, you're gonna get there on the bus. You're gonna hustle you to get off. They're gonna go in pro. Yes, you're gonna spend probably about a week doing briefings and processing paperwork, changing all your stuff and all your information on the portal, whatever. So you're gonna do all that for about a week, and then you're gonna be in a phase called BTP. Now I made a video on these phases a while ago when I was actually still in tech school. The link will be at the very end in the end screen annotation. I'll also put a link in the description if you're not patient enough for it. So that's when you first get there. You have to be in uniform all the time. You cannot wear civilian clothes except in your dormitory. You do have curfew. I think it's like 9 or 10 on the weekdays. You have to be in your dorm like midnight on the weekend, some crazy like that. But I think that's kind of dependent on your base and what they kind of want you to do. It's kind of like, you know, per command, I guess, or per installation, I should say. Then you have ITP, which is when you can wear civilian clothes off duty. You can get these things called 29Bs when you can stay off base for the weekend, stuff like that. But for the initial first couple of weeks, you're going to be stuck on the base, marching everywhere, going to all the formations, you know, what have you. And then every single Sunday, I don't know if other bases do this, we have these things called GI parties, where you go there underneath some area, like we always had an overhang behind the squadron we would do this in, and everyone would be in PT gear with the reflective belts on. You go for accountability, then you just stand there, parade arrest, while all your ropes and MTLs tell you about, like, you guys did really good this week, or if you're our squadron, hey, you guys messed up, you gotta stop doing this and this and this and this. That was a pretty common theme for us because we suck. So yeah, and then you're gonna have like your ropes come out there, like you're gonna have your red rope brief you, then you're gonna have like your white rope, your chapel people brief you, you're gonna have like airman's attic, you're gonna have like your sapper briefings every single week, stuff like that. And then they go and inspect your rooms. Once you're good, then you can go off and go about your Sunday, and then get ready for work on Monday. Cheesy stuff like that. But I know I've heard other stories about other places that make you march everywhere you go. In the mornings you wake up for formation, you go and you march to class. We didn't do that unless you were the beginning phase. BTP would do that, and then once you get out of that, you just woke up and walked to class just like you would every single day. Like I said, it's because of the fact that we are there that much longer that we don't really have to deal with that much crap, unlike other places. So I don't really want to mislead you guys. Like I said, that's why I was kind of hesitant to do this video, because I'm like, I don't want to push you guys in the wrong direction. Because when I was there for 8 months, so I was the high phase, so I could basically do whatever I kind of wanted, as long as, you know, within reason. But still, I could drive to class. I didn't have any curfew, whatever. It was pretty cool. Also, for a couple other small things here and there, when you go off base, you're gonna probably have to sign out a CQ, like say, hey, I'm going here, I'll be back right maybe around this time. Then when you come back, you sign back in. If you're me, you have a really bad habit of forgetting to sign back in. So usually my friends will be like, I'll be walking down my door like, hey, Morgan, you gotta go and sign in. I'm like, oh shit. So that was a common thing that I would do a lot of the time. So don't be like me. Man, what else? You know, I was there so long, I can't remember like the beginning phase for really. Oh, so you'll be on a meal card unless you are married and you can live off base. But for some tech schools, if you're gonna be there for a certain amount of time, like a small length of time, I wouldn't even bother with that. But for us, if you were there because you know you're there for at least, for my job, which I won't say, obviously like I never do, anywhere from 6 to 8 months. So they could actually let you live off base, which is cool. You never failed room inspections. Besides that, if you live on base, on the dorms, like most of you will, you'll be on meal card. So you get, I think, you get 3 meals a day. And those 3 meals a day, you can have as much as you want. Don't get into the habit of taking a lot of stuff back to your dorms, mainly because people do that and then it piles up. and they kind of forget to trash it. So just be careful with that, because it's a really bad habit people get into. So just avoid that at all costs. I can't really explain much because, like I said, my tech school was just that much very different. If you want, there's other videos out there I could link you to, like can help point you in the right direction of what you may or may not be dealing with. I mean, I can't remember really that much. I mean, you show up on a bus in uniform, they march you somewhere, they impro you for about a week, and then you just start getting ready for class. I mean, that's basically it for you guys. You just have those phases, you just deal with them, then you go about your week and you go about your Air Force career. Tech school is a very short period of your life, just like basic training is. You don't really remember it once you get out of it, which is why, and my memory sucks, so that doesn't really help. But I got the memory of Dory. I try to not think about that phase of life too much because I was there for so long and I didn't really like it. So yeah, I mean, you can have the rope program, which I also made a video about. That's also going to be in the back here and in the end screen annotation. I made a video about that, where you have all these different kind of ropes. You have the black rope, which is what I was. I was a vice commander before I left. That's drill team. You have white chapel guide. You have blue for sapper, and then I know other bases have different ones. Like I think there's a band one they have at like Lackland, I think there was. Then you have the green, yellow, and red, which is like your airman leaders and what have you. And those are pretty cool. They definitely look good as bulls for BTC, which I'll be competing for. If I make it, I'll be putting on in October of this month. If not, I'll be putting on 6 months after that, which would put me in April. So here's hoping. If I don't make it, I don't make it. No big deal. All in all, it's a fun time. It's a good experience to meet other people. You're gonna work, hopefully maybe work with again in your career, make some new friends. You know, because you're leaving your old way of life, your old habits, and you're meeting all these new and cool people. Yeah, I really enjoyed it. I think a lot of you guys will too. Yeah, that's basically it. If you guys have any more specific questions about like, what can you do on weekends, which, as I said, pretty much your time. You can sleep in, go out, do whatever. Just don't get too crazy. And you do have curfews, so you can do that on your weekends. You can show up, go to class, and then you probably have PT a couple times a week, if not every day of the week. Depends on you guys, and PT can be depending on really who's leading it, and depending on your job. I mean, I've noticed Security Forces has great PT training. Admin, maybe people, they have it a bit easier because, they're standards. I'm not making fun of them, it's just standards, It's just kind of how things are. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and also, I am doing, as my gaming setup is right over yonder, I'm doing a Borderlands 2 playthrough. I put a whole playlist at the bottom of my channel, or if you're on your phone, just click on me and just scroll down, and you'll see like a bunch of raw gameplay that I have uploaded. I have parts 1 through 5 already uploaded. They're unlisted, so if you guys want to watch them, you can. If you have nothing else to really do, you want to watch just some random gaming, go ahead, go for it. If not, you can ignore it. I'm going to play through the whole game on a second playthrough because it's more entertaining to watch, in my opinion. But yeah, I just figured if you guys actually are gamers out there and you want to just watch me game for a little bit, it's raw gameplay straight from the Elgato. It's not like face cammed or voiced over or anything like that, because I didn't really have that much effort to do that. Really, I remember I made this video. Making that other video last week really threw me through a loop from my time schedule, but I wanted to wait till a weekend because I don't like uploading on the weekdays, but it is what it is. So yeah, I will see you guys next week, and thank you so much for almost 3K subscribers. I need to do something special for that, but I don't really know what to do yet. If you guys have any ideas for that or things you'd like to see from me, let me know. Also, as always, suggestions, leave them down there. And I'm going to stop talking now because I can't figure out how to close the video yet. So yeah, I'll go this way.